My fellow Nigerians, the much anticipated election is here. Tomorrow, the 25th of February 2023, we'll be voting into offices. People who will lead us and make decisions on our behalf as citizens of this great nation, Nigeria. It's a time of making an important choice which has the potential to change the direction of the country for good or for worse. I know the time is very short now, but we can still have this discussion on what makes for a good choice of a candidate that you will cast your vote for. As a HR practitioner, I've been involved in selecting candidates for job positions in different organizations in the course of my career. More so, I have been interviewed on different occasions in order for me to occupy the various positions that I've had to work as in my career. Essentially, the interview process seeks to evaluate the candidate's qualification and experience for the job that is advertised and their suitability for that job. It also seeks to evaluate the person's values and whether it aligns with the values of the organization that is seeking to employ that candidate. The interview process also seeks to evaluate the leadership qualities that a candidate is bringing to the table. It's much critical if it's a senior executive role because their decisions impact the organization negatively or positively. The interview process is usually very rigorous. You have to present your qualifications, and some interview panelists will review all the documents and they call you in for an interview and ask you questions about yourself, about your values, just so they can tell what kind of a person you are. So in this election, what we are looking for basically is for a candidate whose qualification and experience matches the job position that have been advertised. The president, the vice president, the National Assembly positions. There's a vacancy for those job positions, and we want to fill those positions by electing through our votes candidates for these positions. As citizens, we are like sitting in the panelist position, human resources panelists, and we are reviewing the qualification and experience of each of these candidates that have been presented to us, their values, and then the leadership qualities. In order to evaluate the values of a candidate, you will know what positions they took on certain issues that affect us as citizens of Nigeria. Issues which affect common people across a nation includes national security, economy, education, infrastructure, and stability. So when we look at national security, we are all aware how this government, the APC government, has fared over the course of 8 years. Kidnapping was on the rise. Boko Haram had a field day. The people were groaning in hardship under this administration. It is just a plain experience. It's not trying to paint a government bad or good. I've been living in Nigeria now all my life. I'm 40 plus. I can tell what my experience is. I can tell what the experiences of people living near me is based on our conversations. This also informs the stability and enabling environment. In the past few years, a lot of my friends and many people have said the same thing, that a lot of their friends have relocated abroad. They have checked out, like Andrew. If you recall the 1984 song by Veno Marioge, Nigeria Go Survive, Andrew, no checkouts. Quite a lot of Nigerians are checking out because they no longer believe in Nigeria. They no longer believe there is hope for this country. We do have a chance with this election to change the direction of Nigeria and change the narrative concerning this great nation, the nation with the most populous black people in the world. I have hope that Nigerians go survive. In considering leadership qualities, you should ask yourself, what makes for an effective elected official? What are the values that they hold as a person? Of course, naturally, you will be drawn to a leader whose values are similar to yours. All these leaders have values that is observable through the positions they have taken over time, how they performed on that job. These are some of the qualities I'm looking for in a leader. Accountability, to be accountable to their role. Responsibility, are they responsible for themselves and for the people on whose behalf they're making the decisions? And the third one, honesty, are they honest with you in their communication, or all that come out from their mouth are lies? The fourth one is selflessness. It's a very important attribute in a leader, to think about the people and not just consider themselves and just their family, but they consider the well-being of all the citizens of Nigeria, whether young, whether old, whether physically challenged, whether able-bodied, every single person. Selflessness, wanting to serve the people on which behalf they have been elected. And the fifth one is integrity. Do their words match their actions? It's a very important leadership quality. A lot of the times you find people that you look up to in the families, in the religious organization, whose words say one thing, but their actions say another thing. So they are not a single whole, they are different personalities, and as the occasion requires, they change, they wear different masks, and their values shift based on the circumstance. That is not a leader that I am looking for. I'm looking for somebody who has integrity, whose words and actions align. I included health as the sixth value I'm looking for in a leader. Because over the course of time, the Nigerian leadership has consistently fielded people who are not healthy enough to be able to manage the position. Leadership position is a very rigorous position because it requires a lot of thinking, brainstorming, meetings, strategizing, planning, implementation, discussions, engagements with various other leaders in other countries and within the country. So this requires a lot of activity. The person should be physically active and able to function in that role. So based on all these 6 characteristics, it's very clear who your candidate should be. In creating the best version of ourselves, we need an environment that supports our goals. An effective leader will want the citizens to thrive, because when citizens are happy, when citizens are moving forward, the nation becomes better. I wish Nigeria the very best of luck in this election, and may the best candidate win. I have my voter's card and I will be voting tomorrow my candidate based on the outlined values and the qualifications. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button down below this video, like the video and share with your friends so that they get informed about qualities to look out for in candidates for the election that will be holding tomorrow, 25th February 2023. I hope you find this video useful. God bless Nigeria and God bless Nigerians. God bless our land. We shall indeed smile again. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.